Hi everyone, this is actually future Sam here, or post-production Sam here. As I was about to upload this video, I noticed that was actually going to be kind of a milestone type video for me. That this is Beatles update number 100. So that's kind of crazy to think about, and I kind of went back pretty much towards the end of the year. Here it's going to be my 6-year anniversary of posting videos on YouTube. So kind of crazy to think about. We made it to Beatles update number 100. Kind of crazy. I got a lot of records since then until now, and I kind of enjoy just kind of showing and talking about Beatles and solo Beatles records. And I hope you enjoy looking at them as much as I do, and hopefully learn something in the process. So I thought it was a pretty cool milestone to hit here on YouTube. And now back to Past Sam with your regularly scheduled programming. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's just a standard Beatles update video here. These are just some records I've been kind of laying around here, waiting to be shown to you, and just been busy with either some trips or on the new releases and record store day that's been happening before I could get to all these recent finds here. But I guess they're not so recent anymore to me, but they will be to you. So we got a mix of some CDs, 45s, and LPs. So it'll be a nice little variety to show. And we're going to start off with some CDs. I got some of these on eBay and then some of these at a record store. And I thought these were pretty interesting. Got some promotional items as well. And this year's been kind of the year for some CDs for me, I guess. So I guess when I do my kind of recap of 2025, I've definitely been getting a lot more CDs as of late, as I'm getting closer to finishing off the all the vinyl issues for at least the solo artist. And we're going to start off with George Harrison, Cheer Down. This is just a promotional CD with the one song. It's the LP version of just the CD. No artwork to go along with it, which is always kind of weird. So it just came in a blank case, but it does have a spine, if you can see that. And we got another kind of CD single. It has 3 songs on it, and it's Paul McCartney's "The World Tonight." And the other 2 tracks are "Looking for You," and I guess the 3rd track is "Ubu Jubu Part 1." I'm pretty sure I got all of these series from the Flaming Pie era here that has all the Ubu Jubu radio snippets and stuff like that. So here is what the CD looks like on the inside. Then I got another Paul McCartney CD here. This is Chaos and Creation in the Backyard. And there was a couple of these at this store I was at. So I decided to open up one kind of randomly. And I kind of had this little promo card here to chance to win the Lexus Experience. So I obviously got that one, as the other one did not have it. So there you go. And I believe there's a deluxe CD version of this album out there, so I'll be on the lookout for that one next. All right, I believe still a couple more Paul McCartney stuff, and this one is "Freedom," and "From Lover to a Friend." This is still sealed. It does have the hype sticker. And this is a UK CD as well. Sorry about the glare. And I've got a couple more Paul McCartney stuff here. And these are kind of the promotional type track listing type CDs, I guess you can say. And I haven't really seen this one before, but I thought it was pretty cool. So this one's called Paul McCartney Motor of Love. And I guess more with the Lexus stuff. It's got a pretty cool design with his bass there. And all the tracks are all related to some sort of form of car reference. So you got Motor of Love, Backseat of My Car, Rough Ride, Lonely Road, Hell on Wheels, Backwards Traveler, Biker Like an Icon, Driving Rain, Drive My Car, and the Long and Winding Road live version. So it's just kind of a little promotional track listing again for the Lexus kind of thing, which I think is kind of funny. I'm not too sure if there's anything of note in this little booklet, but we'll take it out and see. So there's kind of the front cover. There's the inside, and the gatefold, I guess, goes through where all these songs come from. And then we got another Paul McCartney promotional item here. It's called Paul McCartney Rocks. And just, I guess, some rockin' songs from Paul McCartney on the track list. And I believe this came out in 1990. So, yeah, it did. And there is the CD. Nothing really too much about that one other than just a promotional CD. And let's see. Picked up John Lennon Men Love Avenue from my local record store. And this would be the only John CD in this bunch here. And the lone Ringo CD is self-titled, but this one is good because it has the bonus tracks on this one. It has It Don't Come Easy, early 1970, and Down and Out tagged on to the end of the album there. It is always kind of nice. And there is the CD. And then we got two George-related ones. We got Traveling Wilburys Volume 1. And then a promotional, I guess, a CD single here of Stuck Inside a Cloud from his Brainwashed album. And I wasn't too familiar with this song. I've obviously heard it before I listened to Brainwash, but kind of listening it to it by itself, even though kind of a sad song, kind of George talking about kind of his end pretty soon. It was really, I really enjoyed the song. I think it's a pretty good song, however, it being sad. So if you haven't listened to this one in a while, go ahead and take a listen. And that is the end of the CDs. And we got a few 45s here. I'm going to start off with the Beatles. The Lone Beatles album 45 for today. We got Let It Be. Back with You Know My Name, Look Up the Number. And it has the curved top here. So happy to find that. So that kind of makes it a Los Angeles pressing there with the curved top. So pretty happy to finally find one of those. And then the record is just on Apple there. And then the last three are all Paul McCartney related. And this one always kind of seemed to elude me for whatever reason. I know it's not hard to find, but I finally found one, I think, on eBay. I got a couple of these CDs and 45s from the same seller. And it is Hope of Deliverance from 1992. This is a UK 45. There's the back. And it is backed up with long leather coat. So it's on the Parlophone label there. There is the B-side. So I finally found that one. And I think there's like a George Michael album song that has kind of a similar cover to this. And whenever I see it, I get excited thinking it's this, but it's not. So I thought that was kind of funny. And slowly making my way on recreating the Paul McCartney singles box set. This was in it as well, so that's a good one to knock off the list. And then these two are also part of the Paul McCartney's singles box set, so I got to knock these two off the list. And they both come from Germany. And we're going to start off with Band on the Run. Now this was also the cover for the, I believe, the 2010-ish Record Store Day release. This is just an original from Germany. I know the sleeve's a little beat up, but it's alright with me. There's the back, showing the album cover. And here is the B-side. So that is the first one from Germany. In the last 45, it's another Paul McCartney, also from Germany. Got Wings, Let 'Em In, and Beware My Love, also from the Paul McCartney set. And also a Record Store Day release as well, I believe in the same time frame as the other one. So there you go. And the label is just on the custom Wings at the Speed of Sound label coming from Germany. And that will do it for the 45s. And we got a few records to show to finish out this update. And most of them, all but one, are John Lennon albums. But before I show those, I went to an estate sale, and there was a bunch of records there, and they were all pretty cheap. So I ended up getting a Rolling Stones Between the Buttons as well. But all these are pretty much upgraders, I would say. So I just got an original Mind Games. It was in pretty good shape. Had the insert, and the record looked pretty good to me as well. So I got to upgrade the one that I already had and sell that one off, and then keep the nicer copy for me. And then the next one was not what I was expecting to see, I guess, out in a garage sale. But this is Life with the Lions here. And yes, I did have a copy, but it was pretty beat up. At least the cover was, because the record's probably in good shape anyway, because it's probably not played too much. This is on the Zappa label from 1969. So there is the record. So a couple upgrades and a Rolling Stones record from that estate sale, garage sale. And then the last record for this update is actually kind of a newer one / still sealed one. It is the 50th anniversary of the Ultimate Mixes of Imagine, and this is the white vinyl edition. Came out in 2021, and this was just in a record store, kind of discounted priced, since it's been sitting there for a while. So I ended up picking this up for like $25. With a double record nowadays, that's not bad. And I'll probably just keep it sealed. I already have one that's open. I think this is the standard black vinyl, so I'll just kind of keep this one sealed. I think there's also a clear vinyl version of this as well. I won't really actively search that out unless I find one out in the wild for, again, a pretty steeply discounted price. So that will do it for this update. I still got some more stuff to show as well. So I got another stack of 45s and LPs, but I thought that was a good start. So now I can go through them and organize them and everything, and free up a little space by my feet here, so they're not just laying around. So stay on tune for that. And I think I'm also going to make, I think I mentioned I had all the versions of Ringo's Oh My My 45, but there's only like 3 different versions of it. So I might make a short. I'll try a YouTube short / reel, I guess. And so stay on the lookout for that. I'll see what I can do with that. Instead of making a 2-minute video here, I might make a short. So we'll see how that goes. But stay on the lookout for that and the new Beatles update video sometime soon. So see you then.